Yo, Marcus Gaber here. How's it going? So I decided to jump into day trading as an experiment to see how that would go. So I started to do some swing trading lately, and I could say that that's been the gateway drug to me being curious to see how day trading would work for me. So what did I do? Well, I just took it to the max in terms of risk, apparently. I decided to trade Tesla weekly options. So what is a weekly option? A weekly option is an option that expires within 1 to 2 weeks. And so what that is basically if it expires in a week, in 1 week that option, so the premium, if it's not in the money, it'll be essentially worth zero. So that's the risk of a Tesla option. So I've been paying for these options anywhere between 2,500 to 4,500. So that's about the range of the premium that I've been trading, and then it fluctuates massively. So let's look at how I did. And this is more of a concept to see if I could do something profitable and just to kind of try day trading out since I never tried it out. I wanted to give it a shot. And it's not really a smart idea. Just know that a massive amount of traders lose money day trading. This doesn't mean that only less than 2% of traders are profitable, but only less than 2% of traders end up becoming consistently profitable and that they can actually make a living on. For those less than 2% of traders who do it consistently, they actually account for over 50% of the trades made by day traders in the stock market. So they have massive volumes, and all the people who are not making so much money, it's naturally they'll do less trades. So people who are good at day trading, they'll do more trades, right? So that's how it pans out. Know that there's immense risk with day trading, and this is definitely not financial advice. So let's check out how I did and if I will continue to do day trading. Let's look over here. So this is the spreadsheet I made specifically for this because I really wanted to track how I did, my gains, my losses, seeing if this is kind of treating it more like a business to see if this is something that can be consistent, basically if I can sink or swim. Okay, I wrote some things here just for myself to remember what my goals are. I think I put $5,000 aside for this. Generally, it costs around $3,000 per trade that I did. Anyway, let's just look at the results. So as we can see here, after the first day I traded, I actually made a profit of $850. And that was based on 10 trades. So every trade was either a $0 gain or above. So that was a pretty good day. That was like, okay, well, that's kind of probably inspired me to continue doing this even more, right? So then after that, I did my next day. I made $69. Oh yeah, that's based off of 4 trades. As you can see here, I had a wash sale of $150. And I'm documenting this here because I don't know if I'll get trader status. Basically, if you can get trader status, and it's not exactly called trader status, but it's what that is basically when it comes for taxes. If you're seen as basically a trader and it's actually like a part-time job essentially, then you can have wash sales be waived essentially. So if I don't get that status, so then I have to pay taxes on my wash sales. So I'm documenting that in case to see if I won't get the benefit of the wash sales this coming year, but if I see what I'm doing here and seeing what it'd be worth that in terms of the wash sales, what I can make based off of getting that tax deduction, it could be worth my while to get that wash sale write-off. Okay, so my total now becomes $919. Okay, so far, so good. Let's go to day number 3. Okay, so I made $195 and there were on 6 trades and there were no wash sales. And so no wash sales means that every trade was positive. One thing I'm doing here is I'm trying to only care about at least making around $100. And the reason for that was to make it so I wasn't too greedy, because if I make $100, why not make another $100, and then why not make another $100? So that is to cap the basically try not to push the trades when it's not there. Just make the $100 and then walk away. Now, there's some problems with that mentality of make $100 as well, because what if the trade isn't there? Then why push a trade and go for this $100 goal when there's the trade and the trade doesn't show up? So there is a problem with having a $100 goal, but that was my goal and my mentality when I went to this, and there's a lot of lessons I learned from this whole experience. so that I might be able to consume these problems I have with my current system, the problems that I did in terms of my executions and trades that I did to improve if I continue doing this day trading. The next day, I made $270, and that was based off of 11 trades, and I had a wash sale of $295. What that means is that that day I made over 500 something dollars that day, but I made losses of $295. So the other thing about this, why it's specifically 6 days, is because in a trading week there's 5 days, right? But so I traded from Friday to Friday. So that's why there's 6 trading days instead of 5 or instead of 7, just to clarify that. And the next trading day that I did here, I made $65 with wash sale of $235. So still in the green, still positive, still moving up at a total of $1,449. The next day, I had a loss of $540. So this was a pretty tough day. I had even a wash sale of $265. This put my profits all the way back down to $909. Still a gain potentially of 15.38% of the money that I've been investing specifically for this project. After this big loss, I kind of wanted to just step aside and kind of reflect on what I did that day. There was definitely a lot of things that went wrong that day. I need to be prepared to have the time and space to do the day trading if I'm going to do day trading. And then also there was a few things that day that I was just chasing. There wasn't really the good looks that I like to look for. Basically looking at technical analysis of when I would jump in, when I would jump out. Also, I was profitable every single day, and I kind of felt like if I just throw money into the market, I'm just going to be gaining money. It's that easy. And I'm kind of got a little bit overconfident, and I need to take a step back, reevaluate the situation. It's hard to tell if every day I made money, if it was this luck? Are there any skill involved here? And so I need to evaluate these things, and I am interested in continuing day trading to a certain extent to see if this is going to be a profitable endeavor, because it's pretty game changing. If you could make $100 every day additionally with day trading, that's potentially around $26,000 additional income per year you can make. It's definitely something that I want to look into again and seeing if that's something that I can do. But again, not have necessarily this definite amount that I need to make $100 necessarily, because if there's a day that I don't have the looks and I don't want to chase anything, then I'm just going to walk away. And the really hard thing is to separate emotion from trading. It's just so tough. It's so tough in both. Like I've heard that people who do paper trading oftentimes make more money and are successful. And then when they go into their real money, it's oftentimes a bad situation. And why is that? Because there's sometimes you wouldn't trade if it's your own money and you did a $20,000 trade or something, you wouldn't necessarily invest real money for that trade. But when it's not real money, you can do these things that are either more aggressive or that are just less emotionally attached to your money, essentially. And in addition to all that, there's so many factors that play into day trading that are with emotion. There's the economic situation that you're currently in with your life, and that can impact the type of stocks that you invest in and trade. And that could lead to more risky trades. Also, when you're trading, it's definitely better to have a financial sound situation so that you can make trades that are less emotional and less like, oh, I really need this money. So there's several factors. And again, emotion is so hard to get out of trading, and which is one of the biggest things that differentiate people who can make money and can't make money, in my opinion. This is not financial advice, but it's something I'm looking into. And when I read, I've been doing reading and research about folks that have been successful and folks that aren't. And so these are the interesting trends that I've been kind of seeing. There's a lot of work and research that needs to be involved with day trading. And literally, when I'm trading Tesla calls, I'm not doing any research. I don't care what Tesla did the day before or afterwards, really. I'm kind of making money whether the stock is going up or the stock is going down. I don't care whether the stock's going up and down. And the date that I ended on was probably on May 8th. So it was a week before May 8th, that whole week that when I was day trading Tesla. Tesla stock wasn't really going up so much. It was going down and up. It didn't move so much at all. So that's just interesting to know. And I kind of made more money on days that Tesla stock went down, actually. When you're day trading, you can't think about losing money as failure, actually. You have to be able to accept the fact that losing money will happen and you can't have that emotional attachment to this losing money thing, because if you're day trading, you're gonna make money, you're gonna lose money. It's not about losing money is fine. It's all a part of it. I mean, most of these days I lost money during the day, and most of these days there's only 2 days that I didn't lose any money, which is ridiculous, and that's kind of probably an anomaly, right? So there's more days than not you're going to lose money intraday, if not lose money by the end of the day, and that's just how it is. You want to be able to make money more than you lose money, obviously, and that's the sign that you can continue to make this profitable. So I'm going to keep on looking into this. I'll let you guys know where I end up going with this, and I might make a follow-up video to see if I end up, whenever I do end up restarting this, I might actually wait a month, just because on the last day I did have additional losses. And I'm thinking, oh, if I wait a month, I can get that. I don't have to incur additional wash sales. So I'm not sure if I can get the day trader status to get wash sales to be annulled, essentially. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something from it. Let me know if you guys do any day trading and how that went for you. I'd be really interested in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.